Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us for our weekend weather update and the outlook for next week. And just a programming note, we don't have a video tomorrow Friday, having a 3-day weekend following a very busy week for us here at Weather Watch. But let's get into the forecast. We've got a few things to talk about, especially for the start of next week, where there could be a subtropical low around northern New Zealand. But for now, high pressure to the north, bringing down autumn-like weather for the North Island, mild because it's coming out of the subtropics, and this other system down here dredging up Southern Ocean airflows for the South Island. So the South Island's more like winter, the North Island is more like autumn. Over in Australia, that low pressure zone that was around Victoria yesterday and Tasmania has now pretty much fallen apart. That's the leftovers of it there on Thursday. So with the Thursday map, high pressure to the north, stretching down into the south, and another big high out here over Australia. The big rainmakers on the map, well, there aren't really any. There's a storm out here south of Western Australia. Now that's going to drive in some windy weather ahead of a weak cold front. Well, weak for you, it's stronger down there. And then to the north, we do have some low pressure trying to form. In fact, right through the Tasman, mostly low pressure here as we go through the Friday map. Now, as we go into the weekend, the high from Australia slides sort of further down towards the South Island of New Zealand. The other high still parked out there, and they're still bringing in opposing airflows. Subtropical winds coming down with that system, colder Southern Ocean southerlies with that system. Few showers or rain may be stuck in the middle there. It's still a bit of a messy forecast, to be honest with you, for Saturday in the New Zealand area. Keep up to date with the forecasts. There might even be a few isolated thunderstorms as well, and very windy weather over in the very southwestern corner of Australia thanks to that storm on Saturday. Now by Sunday, we've got low pressure really forming to the north of New Zealand, but we've got this very powerful high. This is stronger than the low. So 1040 hectopascals basically. That's about as strong as they really get in the New Zealand area. I mean, they can go a bit higher, but this is sort of like an average sized strong high, if that makes sense. So it's dredging up a pretty cold southerly here on Sunday for much of the country, but at the very top, that's when you'll start to notice that nor'east flow, and it will get windier. As we go into next week on Monday, potential for severe gales around the far north and Northland. It looks as though only gale force for Auckland and Coromandel, and maybe gusts to gale elsewhere, but we've still got a wee way to go. We've got the very strong high to the south and directly to the north, a fairly weak low. Not as stormy though as the ones that we've just had, although if this high wasn't there, I think this would be a very interesting one to watch. So it's looking a little bit messy, but by the time we get to Tuesday next week, you notice the low hasn't really come down any further, and the high is still very strong. It has weakened a little bit though. So as the high weakens, the low could drop further down. So it's one to keep an eye on. It will be a windy easterly by the looks of it for the start of next week. The bulk of the stormy weather and the rain may still be offshore though, but certainly keep an eye on this. And in the South Island, wintry weather, high pressure rolling through, frosts, all that sort of stuff. And then that stormy system in Western Australia finally coming in across Adelaide and moving into Melbourne, and ahead of it, mild winds. So there we go. That is the forecast through until Tuesday next week. We're away tomorrow, but back again on Monday with our next update. And if you need more information about that low or the windy weather coming through here, you can just go to weatherwatch.co.nz and get the full details. We'll have extra updates across the weekend as well without our video on Friday as we track that low. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday.